The starting lineup of favorable fossil fuelers are Jakala Bishop, Nadia Blevelin, Brandon Blizzard, Khalil Baker, Matthew Brooks, Tashawn Addison, Deja Atone Hatcher, Kiana Bishop, and last but not least, Eliana Bannerman. The topic placed in front of our team is fossil fuels are favorable. Fossil fuels are non-renewable energy sources. The United States gets 81% of its total energy from oil, coal, and natural gases, all of which are fossil fuels. We depend on those fossil fuels to heat our homes, run our vehicle, power our industries, and manufacture, and provide us with electricity. Through rigorous research and devoted teamwork, we found out why fossil fuels are favorable. Enjoy!
America is dependent on fossil fuels. According to National Geographic, 44% of the world's energy comes from carbon dioxide being released from burning coal. Anthracite, which is the best coal, is 95% carbon according to ConserveEnergyFuture.com. It also employs millions of people globally. According to Energy.gov, in 2016, 1.1 million employees have worked in coal, oil, or gas industries. People that work in industries that produce fossil fuels have an average salary of $90,000 according to Payscale.com.
Fossil fuels are energy-based organic resources formed by the decomposition of animals and plants that are turned into petroleum, coal, and natural gas. They do so by the heat and force of the Earth's crust over a period of 1 million years. During the Carbon Age, swamps with large amounts of plants and organisms were everywhere throughout the world. When those plants and organisms died, they went into the bottom of the ocean and swamps. Over the course of 1 million years, the plants and organisms deteriorate under the clay, sand, and other elements. Fossil fuels are also cheap, easy to transport, and significant amounts are available.
There are many advantages of using fossil fuels. At the end of the day, fossil fuels are absolutely needed for sustaining energy sources in modern times. With their wide range of applications, which include the generation of electricity, transportation, and even making different products such as plastics, cosmetics, and some medicines. They are not just massively beneficial to the economy, but they're also a cheap source of energy. They are found in every country, which makes this source consistently reliable. Lastly, but maybe most importantly, they create jobs. There are hundreds of thousands of new jobs created every year just from fossil fuels. In 2017, in the state of North Carolina, 7,209 jobs were created in fossil fuels.
As of March of this year, many Americans support the thought of reducing the usage of fossil fuels. In a poll posted on Gallup.com, 60% of Americans were in favor of this proposal. With that being said, it is clear to see that the national audience sides against fossil fuels. Even if that is the case, there are so many reasons and ways that fossil fuels benefit us as a country that we should continue to use them at the rate that we are.
Fossil fuels are currently used as a primary energy source for the world. They are formed over millions of years from organic materials in the earth. Coal is the primary fuel for the production of electricity and is also responsible for about 40% of the electric power supply in the United States. Oil is the primary source for the world's transportation. Most oil is pumped out of underground reservoirs. The crude oil is then refined to create the fuels such as heating oil, gasoline, petroleum gas, pesticides, fertilizers, plastics, and much more. About 27% of United States energy is fueled by natural gas. It is commonly used to produce heat or electricity for buildings and industrial processes. Natural gas may also be used for fertilizer paint and plastic production.
Renewable resources cost more than non-renewable resources. According to Institution for Energy Research, IER, federal subsidies to support non-fossil fuels, renewable energy, and nuclear power in fiscal year 2016 totaled at 7.047 billion, while those for fossil fuels totaled at 489 million. According to IER in 2016, 93% of federal fuel subsidies were associated with renewable and nuclear energy, while only 7% were associated with fossil fuels. However, in that year, 2016, 78% of United States energy was supplied by fossil fuels, while only 22% was from non-fossil fuels.
In conclusion, fossil fuels, which include non-renewable resources such as coal, oil, petroleum, and liquid petroleum gas, should be considered and accepted by the audience because they are very rich in energy. There isn't a renewable energy that can even come close to the amount of energy that can be produced from fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are reliable because there is such an extensive amount. Not only can they be found all over the world, but they can be generated in any area where there is fuel available for power. They're also affordable, much more so than solar power, which requires installment fees that exceed the cost of fossil fuels. They are also vital for the financial well-being of many families around the world. Abandoning fossil fuels at this point would cause hundreds of thousands of people to lose their jobs.